It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. So the Los Angeles Dodgers with lofty expectations this season, and why not? They're the defending World Series champs. Singy, it's become so hard in today's game to go back-to-back as champions. Why do you think that is?
Boog, I think it's because of the...
Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter. When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Goes down looking. Colt Keith getting ready to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. Yamamoto, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in the lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Next offering misses down and away.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off, because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
Cruz squeezes it, and that'll do it. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And towing the slab, Tarek Skubal.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season. Everything came together for him. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Mookie Betts. That one is absolutely belted. So Mookie Betts with a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Back-to-back base hits. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. There's the strike. One on, nobody out. A run in here on opening day.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. And down on strikes, and one away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Ohtani launched a homer in his most recent game. That one missed. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And ball four, two aboard.
Batting fifth, catcher Will Smith.
2 on, 1 out. Next up, the Dodgers catcher Will Smith. Line drive to short and caught.
Batting sixth, left fielder.
And here's the opening day
Oscar
lineup for the reigning World
Hernandez.
Series champion Dodgers. What a run of success it's been in L.A., Chris.
Yeah, 12 straight years in the postseason, Boog. For a franchise that had previously never been in the postseason, even 3 years in a row. And they've won the NL West 11 of those 12 years. At this point, the expectation for the Dodgers is the same every year. A World Series title.
Chopped left side. And that's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. Just misses. Now 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Perez makes the play, and that's the third out. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. Yamamoto back to work. That one to first, and foul ball. Yamamoto, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the
runner on the go, and a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Tying run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He made him pay for that one. That's his 50th career homer, and they jump out front. It's 2-1.
Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
And now Dylan Dingler right through there for a strike.
I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style.
One down, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Facing elimination and pitching in Game 6 of the Japan series, Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 14 strikeouts and broke the series strikeout record held by Yu Darvish.
One ball,
what a way to go
strikes.
out.
Still only one out here in the inning. Breaking ball misses down and away. Caught him looking for the K.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Shortstop, Javier
Javi
Baez.
Baez digs in right side. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count. Ball.
Swings through that.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The other way. Hauls it in to end the inning. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodger faithful, singing LA winning their 2nd title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog. And that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance, had the best record in the league, and finished it off with the World Series.
That's in there. That is strike 2. Last season for the Dodgers was all about Shohei, but the World Series belonged to Freddie.
Nobody better in baseball to deliver those types of moments than Freddie Freeman. He made memories that are going to cover generations.
And now the real challenge for the Dodgers, finding a way to match what they did a year ago. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1 out, base is empty. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
1 down. And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
In the air, left field. Green going after it. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down. Now here's the switch inning power threat, Larry Brown. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. And that misses. 1-0. Pajes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That's a little bit low. This one in the air. Torres. He makes the grab, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We played 2 full. Back here at Dodger Stadium, on to the 3rd inning. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. Strike on the inside corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Ripped to short. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Zach McKinstry. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Just missed. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And he makes the catch. Out number 2. Colt
Now batting,
will hit next.
Designated hitter, Colt Keith.
Foul ball there. Two out, space is empty. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here's Freddie Freeman. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. And there's a ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there.
Now
Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Walked his first time. There's a strike.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score in a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. The batter now will be Will Smith. Liner, and this could be trouble. One runs in. Freeman headed for the plate. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now Teoscar Hernandez, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's ripped. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here comes Max Muncy. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's in there at the knees. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Green makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Fly to left his first time. And a base hit right there. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. And they're up by 3.
Couple of singles back to back. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So the batting order turns over. Larry Brown steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Inside, just missed.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Tigers bullpen with some action. Kiter Montero appears to be getting loose. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one is inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
2-2 the count.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Headed for the plate. 1 run is in. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tarek Skubal out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for Detroit.
Kiter Montero gets the ball now.
54.
And we all know about his slider.
Kiter
It's just
Montero.
filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's Betts. That one ripped. Into the dive, and he got it.
A bit of a do or die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Fly to center his first time. That one finds the corner. Strike one.
Here's a fun
0-1's the
fact.
count.
Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Next offering is fouled back.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Out towards right center field. Pajes pulls it down, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's
left
Riley
fielder,
Green.
Riley
1 for
Green.
1 with a single and a run scored so far. Ripped, but it curls foul. The Dodgers leading by 4 here on opening day. And that one pulled foul. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there.
Now
I'm telling you
batting,
what,
right
pitcher and
fielder,
catcher on the
Terry
same page right
Carpenter.
now.
Carpenter stands in now and watches strike one. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then...
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still... Bottom of the inning,
Leading
Freddie
off
Freeman
for
up
the
to the
Dodgers,
dish.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
You know, these
0-1's the
Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Next offering is in for a strike. So if they're
1
looking
ball,
to feast,
2
are you
strikes.
saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
That's
Inside, and it's 2-2. The
There you go.
2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to 3rd. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. The wind of the pitch. And Freddie takes the K. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Got him swinging.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
There's a strike up high. And the count is 0-2.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swing and a ground ball to first, and they get the out on Smith. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. We're headed to the 5th. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Yamamoto back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing
Now
away from the hitter,
catcher,
lowering
Dylan
away with some
Ziegler.
good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
And that is out of play.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Next offering is down low.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Out to center. Cruz sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Baez.
2 outs, base is empty. The batter now, Javier Baez. There's a strike. Baez, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 6, Tigers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Teoscar Hernandez. Ripped into left center, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here comes Max Muncy. 0 for 2 in this one. There's the strike. Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out.
That's a ball.
Line drive, base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So up next, Andy Pajes. He's 2 for 2. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 runs in, and it gets by him. The run scores from second. It's 8-2, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now, O'Neal Cruz. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
Oh, that's out.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That's off the mark. 3-1. And that drops in for a strike.
3-2.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and there's a hit. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching.
For
New
Detroit,
pitcher now, Tyler Holt.
number 87.
Well, they need someone to stop the
Tyler
bleed and keep
Holton.
the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now here is Larry Brown.
Oh, that's out.
First pitch just misses. Baez to second. That's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Two down, bases empty. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Ball. One ball, one
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Falling
That's
behind
outside.
2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touchdown for a hit, and that extends the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the
Now
full
batting,
side. Met it out
first
front, but just stayed through it
Freddie
nice enough
Freeman.
and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. And first offering is fouled off. Betts off of first with 2 away. Freeman hits it in the air. Green going after it. Stretches out and hauls it in. So they get 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. And we're back.
Leading
Top of
off
the
for
6th inning.
Detroit,
Now it's
center
the switch
fielder,
hitting outfielder,
Wenzel
Wenzel Perez. Line drive. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming
Now
off
batting,
the bat.
third
Didn't get
baseman,
enough air
Zach
under to drive it out of
McKinstry.
here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. And that's
Ball 1.
downstairs. Ball 1. And that one ripped into right. Pajes makes the play. 1 down.
Up next for the Tigers,
Keith
the
up
designated
now for the
hitter,
Tigers.
Colt Keith.
That's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
1 out and a runner at second here on opening day. In the dirt, blocked. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. Perez around third. He'll score easily.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the
Up
air.
next
Worst case
for the
scenario
Tigers,
is sacrifice
second
fly to
baseman,
drive in that
Gleyber
runner from third.
Torres.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Yoshinobu Yamamoto gives way. And
Now pitching
new
for
pitcher
the
for the Dodgers, Kirby Yates.
Number 38.
And he comes on here for the first
Kirby
time this season,
Yates.
and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that will end the inning. So they get 1 run. 1 hit. Back here in
Leading
L.A.,
off
where we
for
go
the
bottom
Dodgers,
6th. Here's a big power threat. Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani.
Pitches in there. Strike 1.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than
Ball 1.
10 wins in a season.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Carpenter in position, drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit.
Now
Couldn't quite
batting,
barrel it up
catcher,
enough to really
Will
drive it.
Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Just missed.
That's inside.
And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That's to third. Off balance feet. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 9. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Or Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista? And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. The throw into second, and that's a leadoff double.
Now batting, right fielder.
So
Kerry
man aboard.
Carpenter.
Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Didn't quite have enough. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away. And now Spencer Torkelson. Slice down the right side. Yates winds and deals. Right through there for a strike. One away with a runner at third. Foul ball, still 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the
Up
dugout.
next for
Got a
the
pitch to
Tigers,
hit and just
catcher,
couldn't get to
Dylan
it.
Dingler.
I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Dingler in the box now. No balls and a strike. And strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the
Yep, that
outside
ball
corner,
went
that
out.
slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle. And
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Hard hit, right side. On to
Got
first,
him.
and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. First
Ball.
pitch misses.
1-0.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And here is O'Neal Cruz. That one
Oh, that's
missing
it.
inside. Next offering
ball two.
upstairs. Pajes at first, one gone.
in today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there.
Fastball three.
Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The count is full.
And that one hammered. Carpenter going back. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Pages on his way to third. Coming home. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 10-3. So back to the top of the order. Larry Brown digs in now. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that misses. And that's ball one. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And he grounds one back up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and a run is in to score.
That's the ground attack right there. He can really run. So not only does he get himself the RBI, but he also gets the infield knock. And that's what you're looking to do in that spot. Put the ball in play.
Here's Mookie now. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He'll score. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tyler Holton. Tommy Canley gets the call from the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-2 now.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and yes, he did. Joe McDonald rings him up. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. On the ground to third. Throw on to Torkelson. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 12 and the Tigers 3. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we're at the top of the 8th. Elmago coming to the dish. Gets under it and pops it up. Freeman moving under this one and puts the squeeze on that one. 1 away.
Now batting.
So digging in, Wenzel Perez. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. The Tigers with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Outside. And that one a little bit high.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's outside. Full count now. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. My partner known for being a touch hack-tastic. All right, you walked 130. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Brusdar Gratterol.
Power slider guy,
Now
Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And that one's a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's the strike. McKinstry, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. 1 left for Detroit. They're down a bunch. It's ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Will Smith. Canely back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
That one pushed foul.
That's out. What do you
Smith
got?
checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. A solo shot. His second of the year. It's 13-3.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. In there for strike 1. Canely, in his 10th season, 35 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Third baseman.
Here's Max Muncy.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Pages, the next to hit, takes outside. Next pitch is outside.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
And that's a strike.
Aye.
On the ground. Torres over to first. He's out.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder O'Neal.
Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Hard hit left side. Over to first. They limit the damage here. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. Last chance coming up here for the Tigers. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here comes Gleyber Torres. In for a strike. And it's 0-1. That to right. Pages on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now ready, left fielder Riley Cruz.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. That clips a corner. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Just off the outside corner. And it's 1-2. And downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And that's a strikeout looking. Now only one out remaining.
Now batting. Right
And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
They're down to their final strike.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
13-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.